Okay, guys. So last class, we started with the block guy, and we got quite far with him, and we've got everything kind of blocked out, and we just want to finish it out. And this should be relatively easy to finish out. It's just a few symmetry processes that we need to do to really complete this part. So let's just knock that out right now. So I'm gonna select these guys right here and I'm gonna mirror them actually. Let's just do a mirror, and I want to mirror it as an instance, and then I want to mirror it on the x-axis, and I can offset it so that they go where they need to go. So I've just offset it a little bit like that. All right. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we want to do the same thing with the face and then the eyes. So we're going to go into our edit poly modifier here, and we're just going to select this center line, right? And then I'm going to throw my symmetry under there. So I'm just going to drop down my modify panel here. Just scroll down. If I hit S a few times, it's going to cycle to where the S's are. So it's just going to take me to the symmetry, and then I can just symmetry it on that side, knowing that this guy is correct. All right, I can now turn on the turbo smooth and see what we've got. All right, yes, nice and angry, but he's missing an eye. Well, let's mirror this eye, but this time we don't want it to be an instant. We want it to actually be a copy, because we're going to do something a little different with this eye, because he's not looking like that. He's actually, let me turn off this symmetry and alt X this eye. He's actually looking at this flower that's kind of encroaching on his space, or he's encroaching on their space. I don't know. He's just having one of those bad days, I guess. But let's look at the wireframe for this, and then we're just going to go into our edit poly, and then I'm going to hit alt X so I can x-ray, and I'm going to move this pupil to the relative area of where I see it, where he's kind of looking that way, because this one's looking this way and then this one's looking that way. So I'm just going to move this guy right to where it needs to go, and then turn on the turbo smooth, and let's turn back on our symmetry modifier, alt X on our guy like that, and now we've got something that looks like he's looking down at that guy like that. So let's see, I might want to bring him out. Yeah, there we go. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to extrude this block out so it's got some depth to it. And right now we've been building it kind of flat, so we don't have any depth to it. And the easiest way for us to do that is just to, after our symmetry modifier here, we're going to throw an edit poly on top. All right, this process should be getting easier for you guys now. I'm just going to hold down Shift, drag a little bit just to make an edge, and then Shift drag all the way back like so. So now we should have something that looks like that. All right. So now let me add this imagery, yeah. Something like that. All right. Okay, so with that, we can select this back guy right here. Select I'm going to actually select all of it and pull it forward like that. Pull all of it forward like that, so we can lay him right on top of our reference like that. And then the next thing I really want to do is, now let's fix this guy. Okay. So let's see what happens when we turbo smith. So this guy goes really. We just need to connect the inside ones, I think, and then we should be good. So I'm just doing a little test right quick. See what we're getting. All right. So we want clean edges on the outside, and then I want to clean up the inside area. That's what I'm going to do next. So to quickly like kind of clean up this inside of what's going on in this background right here. So just cut these out of there, and then I'm going to select this guy, and then so let's actually Alt Q this so that we've got something to work with. And now, now it's time for us to just clean these guys up. So if I hit Alt and C, I grab my cut tool, and then I can just start cutting these guys up like that. And I'm not going to do both sides. I'm just going to do one side just so that I don't have to do this for the rest of my life. Connect this guy to this guy, this guy to this guy, this guy to this guy, this guy to this guy. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can connect this guy to that guy. Alright. And then I'm going to connect this guy to this guy, this guy to this guy. Right. I'm making sure I have quads everywhere. So I'm just going to select this guy to this guy like that. This guy's not a quad. So we need to connect that guy like that. Right. So this is just a quick process for how you should go about kind of triangulating this. And I've got now my triangulation on the front. And yeah, this is good. This is good. So now the next thing I want to do is I just want to symmetry it down the middle again, so I don't have to do all this work over and over again. So W, boom, just ring it, right click, connect, 1, just hit R on the keyboard, scale to make sure. Then I'm just going to do the symmetry modifier. Alright, just like that. And now if I hit turbo smooth, boom, like that, I should get something that's a lot cleaner, right? So now if I do alright, so now I just want to go back in here and start adding some edge loops. So I want this, I'm going to ring this around, right click, connect by 2, right? I'm going to do that for these guys. I'm going to do that right here as well. So I can just throw a swift loop in here, make it kind of close to that edge like that, and then swift loop again for this back one. Alright, so right here, it seems we've got some issues with our welds. So I'm just going to control backspace. Can I control backspace that? Let's see. Okay, so just gonna delete this guy right here because it's giving me some funky issues. And then I'm just going to okay, so the issues are right here. So I'm gonna select that like that, weld it. Alright, so I'm gonna do point O. symmetry right there. And what if I don't weld it? Okay, instead of welding it, let's not weld it, because that's gonna fix this funky issue we were having. And I'm just gonna go to edit poly, throw an edit poly on top of it, and then weld it myself. Because I think with the problem is the welding threshold is just too much, and it's welding stuff that I don't want it to weld. So it's gonna right click, weld it here, and then do 0.01, right? And then we can do check mark, make sure it did its thing. All right, turn that off. All right, so now I'm gonna just start throwing my edge loops around. Ring, connect to like so. Got an inset on the inside. And then now we can ring. So now I'm just gonna start selecting these guys on the inside. Boom. Ring these guys. Connect these guys. I'm gonna delete this whole back apparatus that's going on here. Just do it by angle. 45-degree angle. Delete. So I don't have to worry about that. Now fix that. I'll just fix it with like a symmetry or something. So you just grab these guys like this. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're going to ring them. Right click, connect. So we're connecting by 2. Just going to turn on my turbo smooth so that we're seeing the changes that we're doing. So boom, that to that, right? You can see right here. Right, that's what our edge loops are doing, and that's what I'm doing right now, is just adding more of these edge loops to it. So ring. So I need to also ring these. All right. So ring these. So ring. And then you can connect those. Right. So now we're starting to get the boxiness. What I might want to do is right click and then let's do the connect. Right click, connect. And instead of 89, let's just reduce this a little bit because I feel like it's getting way too sharp. So now let's just right click and then connect those two like so. And then just like this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and I'm gonna ring them. Actually, I'm gonna ring it all the way through. Let me see, because I don't, let me see, let me connect it and I'll see if I need to do that. So 1, 2, 3, because this is going to be a weird area right here, but if we're not going to see it, see that's exactly what my fear was, is that something like that was going to happen. Is that we're going to get a tear, a tear in the, okay, maybe the tear went away. Okay. So now we just need to address these top and bottom ones, and then we're done. Now all we're doing is adding edge loops. I'm just going to select this, like that. So let's just bring these. Actually, all right, there we go. Let's bring these. Okay, I know what's going on. All right, so I need to connect these. So this will give me, oh crap, control backspace, and then control backspace, because I've got extroverts there, and I think that's what was, that one worked. That one's going all the way now. So let's see, we might have some extra floating verts in here. Now it's my suspect. It's the number one suspect as to why I'm catching these little guys. I think that's it. So let's go back, and then let's just hit ring. Alright, so all of this rings now. Let's do connect. And this guy, and this guy, and then ring. Right click, connect. Let's do turbo smooth on, so you can see what's going on. Alright. Softer, or softer. I'm gonna do something like that. Do 60. Alright, now this guy's done. Let's unhide all. Now let's bring back the turbo smooth on, and that's it. You just knocked this guy out. So now he's starting to encroach on these guys. All right. All right, we can even, to finish this off, like to make sure that we don't have any holes or anything, we can select this guy and then just throw a symmetry modifier on it. And then we'll throw it on the z-axis, so that now we've got like a full size kind of brick. And I don't know how far, I don't know how far this guy goes, but make sure that's it. And turbo smooth, and then boom. Got a fully continuous kind of guy here. And maybe, I feel like maybe this guy's a little too soft right here. A little too soft. Yeah, it looks good. It's got the edge work. It looks good. All right. And this is the beauty of showing the wireframe, because now you can look at, I'm not afraid to show my wireframe because I know that I did the modeling work. I know I did, the edge work on this, so people can go and, oh man, that's, nice clean topology. The edge flows there. The work is, And this is how you show your work as a 3D artist, right? This is you showing your work, is showing your edge work, showing that, yep, I am a competent user and I know, how to put my polygons where they need to be. So this is pretty much it. This is, you know, this is the block dude. The next one, I don't know which one I'm gonna kind of ask you guys which one you want me to do, but yeah. So here's our angry block dude.